Hello guys, welcome to episode 46 of this playlist on creating the web API and consuming it with MVC in ASP.NET Core 3.1. I shall walk you through the creating the update order action methods, both get and post in this lecture. And these episodes and the code base are built in continuation from previous ones. So I strongly suggest you to go through them earlier before coming to this one. I will give you the promotional link to my premium courses on Udemy if you put your constructive and positive comments on these videos, and I shall also request you to subscribe to the channel and share it with the friends and like-minded people. So let's see what is the learning outcome for this lecture. So accordingly, by the end of this lecture, we shall be able to create the update order HTTP GET action method to return a record for an order with a given order ID to update, and the update post action method to update the order details to the database after an update by the user. So let's flip over to Visual Studio now. So I have got this order controller in front of me, and the easiest way, like we did for the add order action methods, we just copied the add customer and add customer method on the order controller and then change the bits to make it add order action methods HTTP GET and post. So accordingly we'll do it this way. This is the easiest and smartest way, I guess. There is no harm in actually doing this way so long as your application works and it saves a lot of time typing. All right, so having said that, let's click on the customer controller and take these two methods for update customer HTTP GET and update customer HTTP post. From here till this point, copy it, go back to order controller. So after the add order action method, I'll just stick it up there, and then we have got update customer, so we'll make it update order. With an int ID, and then this is the order class. So this will be order object is order equals new order. Right, and then make the required changes over here. So response will be this localhost :port/API/order again with an ID appended. This is the ID that was entered to the given to the action method as a parameter, and then instead of customer here will be order. So, and instead of customer again, so I'm deserializing to get the order back from the JSON response. All right, and then return view order. So that's the get view. So what it does is that it creates a new order instance, and it actually gets asynchronously the response with the ID of the order for that ID for the order, and once it gets the response, it reads it as an asynchronous string and stores in a string, and then it deserializes the JSON response to get the order object, and then it returns the order. Okay, so it is quite simple this way. So now again, update order. So this time this is posted to the server with the HTTP post request, and this is order object again, and order, and this is an order type, received order, equals new order. So this is the received out of the web API request or web API response, that's the received order after the after this put async method is called. So here again it will not be the customer.id.toString, it will be the order. This will take the received order, or this will be actually the order that is supplied to this update order action method as a parameter. So here it will be order dot, so order parameter dot id dot toString, and then id, and then this was customer id. So again order, you don't need to remember anything because order, if you write dot order dot customer id and get rid of this name and call this customer id. Okay, this is the customer id dot toString. So this is id, so I have to make it to the string and call this customer id. This is a foreign key on the order table, okay, for one to many relationship. And then content dot add, again order. So all the fields need to be bring to the fore to get the new string content. So id, customer id, and then description field, call this just plain description. And then order dot, finally let's see, you don't need to remember anything, order dot order cost. So customer id, description, id, and order cost is the one remaining, and call this order cost. Actually description, you'll make it description order cost dot toString, again toString, to make it to string, and then this is called order cost. All right, and there is no email field, so just get rid of this last line of the code and just bring it a bit up to indent. All right, so var response equals await http client dot put async API slash order, and pass this as a second parameter, this content, which we have added in these lines of code, in this line of code from the order object that was supplied as a parameter to this method. And then this part has been taken care of, and received order. So received order automatically comes on the IntelliSense, and then make this order, and then API response, and then received order again. Received order, and that's all done. And then just build this application once more with Control Shift and B. So build has started, it's still in the process of building, and build succeeded. Okay, so we have been able to put in place the update order and pass the order ID by the user on the HTTP GET request, and it is posted back to the server, and we are going to get the order details if there is one. Okay, so in this lecture we have created the update order get and post action methods.